I will be brief. I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Katie and I work at the Sacramento Public Library where books are just the beginning. Thank you so much for joining us for our midday yoga program. We are so excited to offer this to you and to have local yoga instructor Kirsten Johnson with us today, and we'll get back to her in just a moment. But first, I wanted to mention a few things. The first is that I will be in the chat for the duration of the program. Should you have any questions or comments, you can pop them in there. If you're having any audio related issues, please exit the program and re-enter. We find that typically that solves that issue. If you need closed captioning at any point during the program, please click the live transcript button at the bottom of your screen. You'll wait just a moment and then you'll see that closed captioning pop up and you can follow along. And then also we ask for your grace and understanding in this virtual world that we are in right now. If there's a delay, if the host drops off, or we experience any other interruptions, please allow time to resume the program. Usually it does, it just takes a few minutes, but we usually are able to come right back. And then finally, this program is being recorded and will be shared on our YouTube channel, which is under Sacramento Public Library. And it should be available by the end of the week, so you can look for it there and revisit the exercises from today or share the video with a friend. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to Kirsten. So Kirsten, take it away and please enjoy.
All right. Thank you, Katie. Once again, thank you, Sac Library, for having me here with you. My name's Kirsten, and let's just get into it. This week's class is going to be about our shoulders. So we've been moving through the body. We did head and neck last week. We're doing shoulders this week. A little bit more active practice. So yeah, I remind you that be present. This is your practice. You showed up here, whether it's your lunchtime, midday, just set everything aside, just shrug it off. This is shrug it off our shoulders, set that aside. You've got the next 25 or so minutes just for you. So let's get started. Why don't you come into a seat, a comfortable seat, whether you're seated on your mat, maybe you're seated in a chair. I'll start seated in a chair. And just come to your comfortable seat, wherever that lands for you. I'll be offering suggestions and options along the way. And these are just suggestions for you to try. You don't have to buy. If it works for you, then of course. If it doesn't work for you, then set it aside. Once you come into your comfortable seat, find yourself rooted down through your sit bones. Collectively, just take a breath in, all of whatever's happened to you before this moment, and then just sigh it all out. Maybe gently reminding yourself, you made this time, you showed up just for you. The promise to be here for the next 25 minutes. And then start to find your connection with your breath. Rooted down through your sit bones, or if you're in a chair, feeling your feet firmly planted and your sit bones, letting that breath come all the way to the top of the crown. Inhale. Maybe close your eyes. Exhale. Once again, that big release. This week we'll be working on shoulders, but before we get there, let's give ourselves a little bit of time to just clear things from our head and set an intention for the practice. So on the next round of breath, inhale, set your intention, how you plan to spend the next 25 minutes, and breathe out. And then we'll gently just warm up the neck. Maybe doing some of those things that we did last week by bringing the chin down through the chest and doing those little gentle circles from side to side. Ear over to one shoulder, ear over to the other shoulder. Being careful, maybe even making full rotation if it works for you. Remember, this is all about how do you feel. If you're having any limitations or pain, then don't do that. Just be gentle. All right, shake out the head, shake out the head. Let's get into these shoulders now. Let's start off by bringing the shoulders all the way up to the ears. So you're going to sit down, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Hold it and feel all of that tension, all of the tightness right there. Bring it one more time, big breath in, and then slowly, gently let the shoulder blades slide down with the exhale. Do that one again. Breathe in, bring them all the way up. pause and let them all release down. We carry so much on our shoulders, the weight of the world, responsibilities. This is your chance to breathe in all that it holds for you, and then know that you can release and let it go. One more time on your own. That big in and letting them all the way come down. All right, give yourself a little shimmy, a shake. Oh, shake it off. Shake all that off. Yeah. So we'll do shoulders again. Giving yourself a hug. Open up your arms wide. And then give yourself a hug. Right hand comes over the left. Lifting up the elbows. Just thank yourself for showing up and being here. Say thank you. This is where you can stay. This is perfectly fine. If you want to add on, remember there's options along the way. First option is to have the hands come out like I drew my Genie Arms, if you remember that from the 70s. Or you can leave your hands here and come into Eagle Arms, which will open up the back of the body. Have these elbows lifted up and the hands are going to come away from the face. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Let the shoulders slide down the back once again, away from the ears. One more breath. And remember, there's options along the way, so you choose the options. And then open up again. Wide fingers, let that move through you. Okay. And then now, left hand comes on top. Show yourself a little bit more love right here. Lift it up through the elbows, up through the crown as you open up the back of the body. And then here's your option. Here, still crossed in front of the heart space, or Eagle Arms where you palms, either back of the hands come to meet or the palms come to meet. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Remember, lift it up through the crown, up through the elbows. Oh, when you're ready, open up and let the wind. There you go. All right, I'm going to stand up now, but remember, by all means, you can stay seated if you like. And let's just start into a little bit of sway. So we're just going to move the hands from side to side. You can have a soft bend in the knees. And as you're moving, you can start to let the arms start to get taller and reaching around maybe to the back of the shoulders, maybe even giving yourself a gentle massage into the back of the shoulders. There you go. Follow the head and neck can follow along with you. Okay, let's start to wind that down. Wind it on down. Wind it on down. Coming back into a standing posture. Find your mountain pose. Remember, mountain looks different for everybody. So your feet can be firmly on the ground, maybe even lifting up the toes and then gently setting them back down. Feel yourself grounded into the earth, head and crown lifted up. Find your mountain, and then once again, take those shoulders up. Bring them this time back around and open it up. Find mountain pose here. And feel the shoulder blades either squeeze together as they slide down to the back. One more breath here, and one more breath out. Let's get into a little bit more movement with our shoulders. We'll come into a breath of joy. Shoulders and breath. Open up the arms wide. Reach up, look up, let the body grow long, and then hands come to the heart. Our first breath will be right here as you are lifted up through the crown, hands pressed together. Give yourself one thing to be grateful for. And breathe it all out. This time, open up the arms wide. Palms are going to come up. Even there might be a slight back bend. Opening up to one thing that on this today, this new moon that you want to welcome into your life. Breathe here. And release. The next breath for their breath of joy. Look up, reaching long to the body. Oh, almost like if you're grabbing everything that's up above waiting for you. Maybe it's your ancestors. Maybe it's just something that you want. Reach up, it's right there for you. And release. And this last breath will bend the knees all the way, coming and sweeping the body all the way down. Head comes down to the ground. Sweep the arms behind you and release. Let go of the stress, the tension, and maybe surrender right here. Breathe and release. And then on your next breath, root down, rise all the way back up to the top. Go, you go. And then hands come together, heart center. Do that 2 more times on your own, 1 breath or several breaths as you wish, your pace. Either here with gratitude, heart center, opening up, welcoming. Inhale, reaching long, and exhale, you surrender. All the way back to the top and back to the start. 1 more time on your own. With your breath in your body and release. Coming on back to the top, back to your mountain pose. All right. Grabbing a sip of water from me. You don't need permission to grab water, whatever you can. The next, we'll get into a little bit more strength for our shoulders. Carrying all along this weight of the shoulders, we need to have strong, but we also, our shoulders need to be able to let go. So let's come into a little bit of shoulder and hand strength. So we're going to start with having like a stop, like you have your hands stretched in front of you, fingers are spread out wide, pushing through the palms. Stay here, one option, or you can actually bring them out to the side. So this is where it gets fun. Find your mountain pose, because this is where you'll be rooted and lifted. Oh, so we'll find mountain stance actually, but we'll keep the arms where they are, pressing through the palms, and we'll do that for another 3 breaths. Inhale. Press, press, press. Feel the strength of your shoulders and your arms. Oh, yes. I'm right there with you. Now, the thing is, this is just the first out of 5. So you got a long way to go. We're going to do this a couple more times. Next, we're going to bring our hands to that. They're going to be parallel with the ground. You can even open up your stance a little bit more. And this is your hands. And you can look over your left hand, almost like warrior 2 arms. Looking over your right arm, really pressing the arms away. Another 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. You got this. I'm right there with you. Starting to shake and shimmer. That's okay. I'm right there too. Okay, let's turn our palms facing each other. My palms are facing you. Your palms are facing me. Opening up this expanse through the shoulders. Oh yes, we're starting a little bit of tingling sensation here. Really feeling those biceps, those triceps. Press through those fingers and breathe. You know, your breath has you. Your breath is giving you that strength and stability right there. Yes, 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 I see you. 2 more breaths. We're almost there. Now we're going to turn the the thumbs down, almost like you're holding back a kid from a seat belt or a tidal wave. Oh, yes, I feel this. You feel that? The shoulders have an amazing ability to rotate in so many different directions. Feel this. Almost like you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, but you are strong. Yes. Oh, 1 more breath here. Okay, the last one. We're going to flip our palms up. Kind of like we were in that yoga breath of joy. Whatever you are holding in your hand is right there. I'm imagining I'm holding 2 pieces of pie. Breathe and just let the breath feel the strength of your body. The shoulders, the arms, everything. Yes, you're doing it. Okay, last breath. Slowly bring the feet together if your feet are apart. Slowly lift the hands up, and we're going to look up. Maybe there's a slight back bend. Reach up all your length. Breathe in. And when you're ready, bring the hands to heart center. Find your breath. Find the length in your spine. Oh, let's shake that out. Woo! Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So if you have any carpal tunnel, any type of issues, that's a great breath and movement that you could do that's subtle, that also activates all of the more muscles, activates the core, activates the spine. Really, really good. I sometimes do that for 10 breaths for each one. So yeah, goals. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into a little bit more movement. Come into this wide stance. We're going to revisit our new moon that we did the first week. So breathe in. And then come on down to a squat. Yes, opening up right here. One more time. Breathe in, reach up. Oh, sink it on down. Opening up through the heart, the shoulders. Okay, one more time. Breathe in. This time, opening up the arms wide, staying here in the star shape. Let's turn over to a warrior 2 on the right side. Right toes go out to the right arm goes out to your right, and you start to bend into your right knee. Find where your warrior 2 stance lies. Yeah, those shoulders are still active. I see them. Breathe in, opening up. Inhale. And release, exhale. All right, flip the top hand, come over, reverse your warrior. Top hand comes up, or the front hand comes up. The back hand either comes out to the thigh, or you could wrap it around, opening up to the side body. One more time, reaching around to your warrior 2. Let's stay in the warrior 2 stance. Clasp the hands behind your back. Right hand, right thumb on top. That feels a little weird, but that's okay. Take your arms, shoulders up, back, down, and around as the heart opens up. And then we're going to come into a bow, humble warrior, pressing down through both feet. Inhale, let that front shoulder come into the inside of your front knee. Hands can rest on the back, or you can start to lift the hands away from the back. Let the head go, neck and shoulders, breathe here. And when you're ready, walk it around, bring the heads down to the earth, walk it around a wide leg squat. I'm going to do the next round on the second side in the chair just to give you a visual if you want to do that. So let's come on up, inhale, come on all the way back up to the top, and then sink it again down to your squat. Breathe in, reach up, down, lower. This time we're going to reach up long, turn the toes over out to the left side, opening up warrior 2 on the left side. This is warrior 2 in the chair. Front knee is bent over the front ankle, looking over that front hand. Breathe. Yes, I see you. Breathe here. Let's flip the top hand, reversing our warrior. Opening up through the shoulders. Remember, options for that bottom arm. One more time, coming back to your warrior 2. This time, let the left thumb come on top. Take the shoulders up, back down, opening up through the collar, through the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, you start to bow, humble warrior in front of the left knee. Shoulder can come toward the inside. Head can come toward the earth. And if it's accessible and if it's available for you, you can start to lift the hands. Breathe here, inhale. Oh, and exhale. Let the hands come back around. Both hands come on down to the mat. A wide leg forward fold. Release and surrender. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no, and let the neck go. Press down, rise to the top, breathe in. And then hands come back to center. Hop, skip, jump, or bring the feet together. Come back to your mountain pose. Seated mountain pose. Root down, rise up. Soften the shoulders. Feel the strength. All the weight that you carry, but there's strength here. And there's softness. Take another breath here. Oh, and release. Let's do that flow one more time, all right? I'll do this time for seated, and we'll do it standing. So inhale, open up wide. And exhale, start to bend the knees. There you go. Open up, inhale. And exhale, start to sink it, maybe even a little bit deeper. One more time, breathe in, open. And then exhale, warrior 2, right side. Bending the right knee, looking over the right hand. Can you soften the shoulders as you lift up to the crown? Maybe notice any other thing that you can bring some strength with ease. Reverse, warrior. Right hand flips up, comes up to the side. Left hand comes down. Press down as you open up. On your next breath, come on back into warrior 2. Remember, hand clasp behind the back. Put the right thumb on top. Roll the shoulders up as your heart opens and expands. Humble warrior, right side. Hands can stay on the back or they start to lift up. Strong in the feet. There you go, wherever you are. Breathe in. Bring the hands back towards center. Wide legs squashed. Let it all go. Shake it, shake it, shake it out. And then when you're ready, come on all the way back up. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale. I'm sorry, exhale. Inhale, reach long. Sink it on down. Oh, maybe you go a little bit deeper this time. One more time. Breathe in, reach long. Warrior 2, left side. Oh, last warrior of this series. So let's just make it our last warrior. Warrior now. Reverse it right here. Inhale. Left hand comes up. Right hand comes down. Back to your warrior 2. And next breath in, you're going to breathe in as the hands clasp behind the back, pulling the knuckles down toward the earth as you open up. Exhale, you bow and surrender. Let it all go. You've got the strength of your shoulders, and you also have the ability to release and relax. Let it go. Breathe in, coming back down towards center. Oh, and this time we're just going to come all the way back down to the ground. Oh. If you have a blanket, and I forgot to mention this before, blanket, towel, anything you have to help protect the knees or come down to the earth, then that's great. If you're standing, or if you're using a chair, you can also do this in a chair. So I'll do it first on the ground, then in the chair. We're going to do a thread the needle. So let's move into a little bit of mobility with a little cat-cow right here. So if you're here, dropping the belly, inhale, exhale, you round. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. Same thing if you're doing it in the chair. Okay, so we're going to come to invite you to a gentle twist if you're seated, or thread the needle. So seated would take a pressing down through the left hand, let the right hand reach up, and exhale, bring the right hand through that opening all the way through where the right ear and the right shoulder land onto the mat. That's option number 1 if you're on the mat. If you are seated, we'll come into a gentle twist where the right hand comes over to the left thigh reaches around, and you're just going to open up to a gentle twist. Wherever you are, that's where you need to be. Another full breath here. Coming back out of your gentle twist or through your thread the needle, coming back to center. Wiggle it all out. Reset, reset, reset. And then let's try that on the other side. So seated, just come into your gentle twist on the opposite side. Spine stays long. Or you can come to your thread the needle. Left hand comes all the way over to the right side, and you can use the opposite hand as a pillow for your ear. Find your breath here and breathe. Inhale. Oh, and let it go. Exhale. Coming out of whatever shape you are in, coming back through center. If you're on the mat, just flip on over to your back and come into a little bit of happy baby movement. If you're seated in the chair, just find some gentle movements of the spine, of the hips, the neck and shoulders. Remember, happy babies don't need instructions. They're happy. They just do what makes them happy. So let's have some happy babies in our shoulders, in our body, and our breath. Okay. Coming back to center. And then find yourself in a star pose. So once again, we did that star standing up. If you're on the ground, open up so that your feet can come out to the outer edges of wherever part that they can land, and your shoulders, blades hit the earth beneath you. Arms are going to come out wide. You can also do the seated, or you can just come into as much space as you can in your body so that your shoulders have the opening. Maybe even the legs come out wide and your hands come down. Find your star shape. where you allow the body, the back of the body to be supported, the shoulders to relax. Remembering that you are strength and ease. You can hold the weight of the world and still be able to surrender. Next, you'll be invited to either stay here in whatever shape you are, fully opening up to the space of you and letting and allowing and connecting just right there. If there's any other movement that you'd like to take, go ahead and move toward that. Or come into Shavasana, your final resting shape. And remember, you've done all the work. You've got things to do after this, but they're going to still be there. This is still your moment to be right here, right now. Then take a full breath in, opening it up, filling up your entire space, your body with your breath, and a full breath out. Today's mindful moment. You don't need another person, place, or thing to make you whole. God already did that. Your job is to know it. Maya Angelou. Taking a time, just taking a moment just to express thanks, gratitude, anything that you'd like to give to yourself at this moment. Knowing that this practice is not only what we do here for a half an hour, but it lives outside in our lives. Bringing everything, the benefits of your practice, all opening up, bringing it all into heart center, knowing what you give to yourself, you give to others. And in the spirit of Ubuntu, I am because we are. Thank you so much for your practice. Next week, we get to work on core. I know you're going to have so much fun with that. Looking forward to seeing you. I'm Kirsten, and I'm turning it back over to Katie.
Well, thank you so much, Kirsten, for another wonderful session. And thank you all for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed this little break in your day. And we invite you to explore additional exercise resources in the library collection, including yoga books and DVDs available right now on Hoopla. We will be back next Wednesday at noon, so we hope to see you then. To find a library location near you, sign up for a library card, or to learn about upcoming health virtual programs for all ages, just go to www.saclibrary.org. So for Kirsten, myself, and the Sacramento Public Library, thank you so much and be well.
Bye.